In this exercise, you will be solving literal equations. Literal equations are where you express an answer in terms of another variable or variables. So we have a literal equation, x plus 2y equals 6. So if I was asked to solve for x, I would subtract 2y from both sides. X plus 2y minus 2y equals 6 minus 2y. X I now have by itself equals 6 minus 2y. That would be my solution. What we have done is we have rearranged the letters in the equation. We call this transposing the equation. Here is an example. 2a minus 4b equals 8. It says find an expression for a. That means we must get a by itself. What we have is 2a minus 4b equals 8. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get rid of the minus 4b, so I'm just left with 2a. So the opposite to subtracting 4b is adding 4b. So I add 4b to both sides of the equation. Minus 4b plus 4b cancel, leaving me with 2a equals 8 plus 4b. So I need to get a by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. 2a divided by 2 equals 8 plus 4b divided by 2. 2a divided by 2, the 2's cancel, leaving me with a. Now, what I'm going to do is say 8 plus 4b over 2 is 8 on 2 plus 4b on 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so I have 4 plus 2b. That is what a is equal to. Now I'll show you how to do that on the calculator. To solve this equation, we go to Menu, from Menu to Algebra. To solve, we type in the equation 2a minus 4b equals 8. We were asked to find an expression for a, so we're solving for a, so comma a, press return, and we have got a equals 2b plus 4. Here is a summary of what we have just done. Going to the calculator screen, selecting the menu for algebra, menu 3, selecting solve from that menu, typing in the equation, and then comma a. By doing comma a, it's telling the calculator which letter you want to get by itself, pressing enter, and the calculator will now write the answer for you. So now I'm going to solve this equation that we're now given by hand. Y equals mx plus c. It has asked me to find an expression for m, so ultimately I need to get m by itself. The first thing I'm going to do though is get mx by itself. The way to get mx by itself is to remove the c. I have a plus c there, so I'm going to subtract c from both sides. Y minus c equals mx plus c minus c. So y minus c equals mx plus c minus c have cancelled. Now, I need to get the m by itself. Mx means m times x. So the opposite to timesing by x is dividing by x. So I'm going to divide both sides by x. y minus c divided by x equals m, x divided by x. The x's have cancelled, leaving me with m, and on the other side I have y minus c equals x. So I have m equals y minus c all divided by x. The other method is to use the calculator. I'll step you through what is written on screen, then show you using the calculator. Using the solve function, y equals now. We have mx is the way we write it by hand. If we write on the calculator as mx, it will read that as one thing, one variable. So you must go on the calculator m and press the times button, which gives you a little dot x. So it'll look like this, m dot x. So we type in y equals m times x plus c, comma m within the solve bracket. Press enter and it will give us the answer. Sometimes CAS will write an answer which may look different to what you have, but it may be absolutely perfectly correct as your answer can be. It may be just writing it in a different way. Just be careful. Now here's how to do it on the calculator. For this example, we use the solve function again. Menu, algebra, solve. We now type in the equation, but we must be careful. It's got y equals mx in the formula. So we must type it as m times x. If we did not do that, your calculator would read mx as one thing, as though it was one letter. And we put in our plus c. We are told to get an expression for m, so we want m by itself, so comma m, press enter, and there is your answer.